Hey folks, this is Vint with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Tower Capture, a game of luck, a game of skill. This is a two-player game that is currently available on the Game Crafter right now. It's worth mentioning that this video is not going to be a full playthrough, but rather just a video overview that will complement my written review. If you're interested in the game or my written review, there's going to be a link in the below description. So, as I mentioned, this is a two-player game. One side is white and one side is black. Each player will get discs of a chosen color. So white is going to be here, for example, and black will be over here. And you're going to put your pieces all along the back row closest to these triangles. You want to make sure that the triangles are closest to the players. Each player will also get a tower piece. You can put that in any of the triangles that you want during setup, but it cannot be moved for the rest of the game. So just be warned of that. Where it is where it has to stay. So the main objective of this game is to capture your enemy's tower. To do that, you need to get one of your pieces or one of your discs from wherever they are to the space in front of the enemy tower. If you do that, you win the game. Alternatively, you can just capture all of your opponent's pieces. So there are some pass tokens over here. If you don't like the results of your dice roll, which I'll get into in a minute, you can use a pass token to forgo moving, but you only have 3 of those, and once you run out of those, you are forced to move after that. So this is the main gimmick of the game, and that involves these dice here. On one die, it's just a 50-50 chance of rolling white or black. On the other die, it's a 1 in 3 chance of rolling blue, yellow, or red. So what's going to happen is players will, well, the active player will roll the die. The black and white die will determine the square they must move to. You'll note that there are large white and black spaces on the board. Players will always be on a white or black space, these discs here. The smaller triangles, yellow, red, and blue, that is the spaces that you must move through to get to the space that you need to. So for example, if I rolled this white face on the die here, I have to move to a white space, one of my pieces. It doesn't matter which one, I just have to move to a white space. If I rolled a yellow, that means I have to move through a yellow triangle in order to do that. So for example, let's say this piece on the end here, there are some yellow triangles adjacent, so I could move through this triangle and end up on the white space. And that would end my turn. And my opponent would also roll some dice, these 2 dice here, and let's say he rolled a black and blue. He would find any piece that he wants to move, and he has to move to a black square or black hex, but he has to move through a blue triangle to do it. So he might take this one and move through this blue triangle here and end up right there. Now, one complaint I will just say real quick, it was, I think, a poor design choice to make the discs the same colors as the square backgrounds. Like, this black disc blends in very well with the black space. I would have gone with like a beige and gray in terms of like disc colors, just to sort of contrast things a bit. Because as it stands, there's like this chameleon effect, at least for me. It makes it hard to see where my pieces are based on this. That's one of my biggest complaints with this game. But anyway, so that's the gist of it. Players will be taking turns back and forth, jockeying for position, moving their discs around, trying to get some position. Again, their ultimate goal is to get in front of here. Now, you can capture your opponent's piece just by simply landing on it. So if I'm here, for example, and my opponent has a disc here, and I rolled a white and a red, for example, I could move to the white space here, and I'd have to move through a red triangle to do it, and there you go. I've just captured that piece, and it is now off the board. That's it. That's how simple this is. So as you can see, it's a bit of abstractness and a little bit of dice rolling. So it's kind of a mixture of, luck and skill, as the box implies. So there you go. If you want to see more of the game, like I said, I'll put links in the below description for you. And if you read my review, you'll see what my actual review score is and what I really think about it. That was Tower Capture. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.